Okay. Alright, well, just so everybody can see, I have two different profiles, right? This is my main one. Pretty much has all the unlocks. For people that have seen this game, right? Wait, back. Engine rifle, gold. Shotgun, gold. Tesla, gold. Ryan revolver, gold. Disc thrower, gold. Bow, gold. Plasma launcher, gold. And fish, gold. I don't have every single unlock. Working on a couple, but for the weapons I do. Successfully, this is as far as I've gotten. I've tried with two more tanks, and it was a struggle. But my buddy and I decided that I should go on a fresh run and make YouTube episodes out of it. So, that's the plan. But I just wanted to show that I do have a profile that has almost all the unlocks. All of the unlocks for the weapons. Okay. So for y'all that don't know, welcome to Abyssus. Deep dive underwater dungeon crawling roguelike. I think that hopefully that worked. Okay. I'm going to skip the tutorial. Maybe I should do the tutorial. Anyway, you start off with an engine rifle. High fire rate, a lot of ammo. Your alt fire does a super high burst. Gun overheats. You have a melee. You start with a grenade. And you do challenges and or complete runs with weapons to unlock other attachments or mods to weapons. And here we go. So I have a lot of hours in this game already, so me and the tutorial don't really need to do anything. You have a dash, you have a double jump. Momentum's real. Primary fire, secondary fire, and ability grenade. Melee. Melee's terrible. If you bonk an enemy, it does stun them though, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. A majority of the weak spots for enemies are... See, I stunned that enemy with a melee. A majority of weak spots for enemies are their heads are very obvious. As you progress, you get access to these altars that give you aspects. There's fire, ice, lightning, water, I guess, which is the tentacles, wind, gold, hemorrhaging, which is blood, and I'm missing one, the night. And you can assign them to your primary, secondary, and or ability. They all do different things and buff different things. Fire buffs status effectiveness. I don't want to put these on either, to be honest. This is awful. I would not do this for either one. I would probably put this on my primary. But anyway, I'm not gonna heal unless they make me. Oh, they're gonna make me heal. Okay, well. The reason I wouldn't put that on my secondary fire is because in this weapon you can't secondary fire the whole time. Like there's a cooldown period, so like now I'm spamming it and I can't do anything with it. So now that I have this aspect, blessings underneath the category will show up. The more you level it up, you'll make it to like, I don't know, like a milestone one. And for fire, it gives you a meteor that comes down. I don't care about this fire rate. I already have a lot of fire rates, so I'm going to go with the spread. You get these things called charms. Currently, you can only equip one. You can equip up to 2 later down the road. So, like, I can't pick it up. It swaps it out. But, for the new players, if you see a charm and you know you're not going to use it, if you melee it, you get gold. I didn't know that right away. I don't think I've ever paid attention to that spread before. That spread's actually decent. Gold pots give you gold, not a lot. 1, 2, 3, stuff like that. I break them just because I'm anal like that. This is what I was talking about, a minor and major blessing. So each aspect can provide a minor and major blessing. These appear instead of your 3rd and 6th respective blessing for the same aspect. So this is one of those major ones. Fire can now stack, increasing, and they usually have a different emblem right here. You can check out what you have. My goal for these episodes are to just slowly unlock things to show people. Where I'm at now is the like main hub area where you can do things. Unfortunately, I kind of know where things are at, so I'm gonna so these things called fissures, they unlock cosmetic items, and they're spread throughout the like actually all areas. The hub here, the hub in here, those are the same places. The different zones. You come here, you turn this switch on, and it allows you to get up here. And if you jump through here, I don't think there's anything down there, but I think there's one here. If you come back here later, once you've progressed far enough, you can come unlock a weapon here. And I will show that later, but currently it's just a well that you can't do anything. I guess you don't want to watch this if you don't want any spoilers. I'm probably going to be spoiling a lot of things. Just a heads up early. So anyway, I'm going to go start doing some unlocks, I guess. So during runs, there's not a lot. I wouldn't say that there's a lot of platforming, like to progress through levels, but there is a lot of platforming. I don't know if I'd call like dodging boss attacks platforming, but you get what I'm saying. firing range. You can come test out damage. You can change weapons. So there's a primary mod. Burst fire, Gatling gun. I really like the Gatling gun. Burst fire, not a fan of. I'm not a fan of split shot. Somebody might know better than me that it's better than the engine rev. It's too unpredictable. But it fires more shots, so if you want to be in somebody's face, it's not bad. Concentrated shot shoots like a semi-auto. Super accurate, hard hitting. Frag grenade, it's just a grenade. Anchor does a big cone damage in front of you. One of my favorites. Slow laser that just zaps an enemy. Pretty much one-shots most default enemies early on. Slows and damages enemies in a big circle. It says it protects you, but I really don't know what it gives you. Turret, my favorite go-to. Spawn a turret on the ground. They can become drones later on. So, it's really good. I think there's one somewhere on the edge, right? Maybe not. I just fell off the map. I thought there was one on the edge somewhere. So if you get them all here, you unlock a cosmetic, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but anyway. I feel like I should have found them all already, but whatever. Anyway, if you come right over here, you get your first weapon. Oh, prime revolver, super easy to overlook. Yeah, I think we're gonna go start a run with this. Meta progression, you collect fragments, you level up stuff. All right. Get started. 3 different floors, areas. I'm gonna say areas. 3 different areas. 1 elite enemy. 1 boss for each area. Clear floors. Random chests can have other things. These chests that are open usually have just gold. Remember when I said you could find fissures? Oh, there's one. If you see me looking, it's because I know where certain things can spawn, such as these gold things. I know there's like journals here somewhere, but I guess I really don't care about them. But anyway, if you're a lore person, I am not. Ryan Rifle, revolver, super quick revolver. Has an aim shot that I actually personally enjoy because I enjoy being accurate. Never said I'm the most accurate, but I enjoy being accurate. Those enemies like self-destruct, kamikaze you if you don't kill them after doing so much damage. And I apologize because I sound congested because I'm currently dying. Sinuses are kicking my butt. Oh. I don't remember what the challenges are for this weapon off the top of my head, so... to me, both of these are terrible for this weapon. Yeah. There can be shops. When you see a door like this and a chest behind it, it's not a shop. It's just a gold room. There'll be a bunch of gold pots in there, free gold, and a free chest. I think I'm just going to try to get as far as I can get on my first run and not necessarily try to unlock things my first run. I don't want it to be super boring and slow for y'all. If you fall, you don't die. You just take damage. So if you don't destroy these pylons, enemies keep spawning. Ow. I feel like I do negative damage. Okay, well, there's a logbook. It shows you your challenges and what to unlock. I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna look up one because it's pretty easy with this gun. Killed 3 bosses with a weak spot hit while scoped with a Brine revolver. Okay. Kill 10 enemies without leaving scoped mode with the Brine revolver. Okay. Those two I do plan on doing because burst mode is... actually, this is probably my favorite weapon if I had to, like, truly pick. So what we're going to do is it's going to be slow and boring right here. Okay, we're not gonna do it now. Oh, I just left scope. Yeah, we're not doing it. Never mind. I take it all back. If this enemy wouldn't have been here, we would have done it. His weak spot's on his back. I'm actually upset that I took damage like that. No, I don't know where all the fissures are at. I just know where some of them are at in certain rooms. This is the first elite. Basically, if you just keep walking in circles, you'll never get hit by anything. Every elite will drop a heal, fragments, a charm. There might be a 25, like gain 25 health orb too. I could be wrong on that one. My bad. apologize for those small breaks. Grandmother that I take care of, watch over, is currently in the hospital, so getting some updates. Everybody plays these games differently. I definitely prioritize enemies. So if you see me focusing on something, that's why. My buddy Donnie and I definitely play a lot of roguelikes, so yeah. This room's going to be awful because I don't have turrets. You know the pylon room? Well, this is like the pylon room, except you have to stand in a deadly circle until it's fully charged. And usually there are these big enemies in these rooms, which they obviously don't die very quick, so makes this a little hard, but run around in circles. Use your zombie training skills. If you know, you know. Locked chest. You need keys. I don't have any. See the keys in the bottom right corner. Just so y'all can see it. Oh, well, his weak spot's on his back. I know I said that, but I don't know if there's any. Yep. Yucky. I don't even know if this is worse. This basically makes them take more damage, but you have to take the time to shoot it with your secondary. That's what I'm going to put it on. I really don't use the secondary. I'd rather get off more shots than take a slow shot. This unlocks something right here. It's one of the challenges. Oh. So if you come here, and this spawns here every single time, and if you interact with it, Miss Boom unlocked. Miss Boom. Lightbringer complete. Alright, first boss. Relatively simple boss. Oh, I should do this first. You can see the little night icon or moon icon. Oh god. On basic runs. Oh, Jesus. On basic runs, I might not even beat the first boss. Once you know the boss's moves, they're telegraphed the whole time. Like, once you know them, you know them. They don't change. I mean, patterns, the way they come out can change, but they're the same moves. They don't develop new moves until you get later. Oh, I thought he jumped at me. I was like, what the? This is awful, actually. Oh my. Don't do it. So he does this spinning top of death move that I'm really trying to avoid. Okay. So, boss dies. Spawns. Fragment. Health up. More fragments. And a charm. This happens to be a legendary one. Revives and fully heals you. Charm breaks when activated. So I'm going to take that over this because I want to do as much damage as I can. When you defeat a boss, you will always encounter a Blood God altar, which fully restores and gives you your syringes back. You only have one syringe currently. And you come here, and you get the turret. Oh, I totally missed the shotgun. I'm so used to blow. The shotgun is unlocked from the before or after the first elite. Whoops. Sorry, guys. My brain went into autopilot mode. It's like I don't have nothing to unlock, so I gotta remember that I haven't unlocked everything here. So sorry about that. In the next episode, I will definitely show where the shotgun's at. So now I have the auto turret. So when I go back to the main hub, I can equip the auto turret, which that's probably what you'll see me use 90% of the time. Second area, enemies are frogs-like creatures now. I personally think that most people are going to be agitated when they get here because the ramp up of scaling of these enemies, to me, it ramps up kind of quick, in my opinion. Once you like beat a couple runs or whatever and get some meta progression, it's pretty simple to beat a basic run all the time, just with whatever you have. That was awful. Panicked. Again, if you see me looking up in the air randomly, I don't know where all these fissures spawn, so I'm probably looking for one. Every time I talk about it, I find one. My buddies call me RNGesus, like RNG, because my RNG is just really good. So it's not just a coincidence that I just found it. I promise y'all. Ow. Okay, I have to remember that I can't take stupid damage because I only have one syringe. You can unlock different altars later in meta progression. There's like a wishing well one. There's one where you can sacrifice blood for money. Or no, you sacrifice your current health to get more maximum health. I apologize, I said that wrong. Act like I'm brand new to this game or something. Anytime you see this shaman creature, it should probably be your first priority. It heals the ads. There's a gold one that makes ads invincible, so that one's also a high priority. There's a journal somewhere. Okay, that enemy is super annoying to deal with. He can Roadhog hook you in, Blitzcrank hook you in, if you know any of those games. Oh. So, I definitely took the path that I had to take to avoid getting hit because he does this big AoE. And it's, I'm not going to say it's impossible to dodge, but if you don't dodge early and quick, you are going to get hit. I'm playing way safer than I normally would, again, due to only having one syringe. I'm normally a Rambo style player just because I've got hours and hours. I actually have to look at my Steam time, but I have a lot of time in this game. So these spawners spawn. and they constantly spawn enemies until... I guess all of them spawn enemies, but... This is like actively spawning enemies, whereas the pylons just like spawn enemies as you kill them. Gold frog, kill it, drops like a martyrdom effect afterwards. I think the melee enemies are the worst enemies in this area. To me, their range is a little deceiving. Spoiler, to unlock the anchor, you do it in this area. If you see a shop, or not a shop, a door that has a chest behind it, the anchor's inside of it. So when you come to this area, you always want to save a key. Like if you haven't unlocked the anchor, like it's RNG because you might not get the room, but you just want to save a key. That way you can attempt to get the anchor. Anchor's really good. Clears, like, it pretty much one-shots enemies up until this point. Second elite right here. This elite, if you don't get in its face, it does a constant dash attack with a wave afterwards. Like an AoE wave. Super annoying if you have no idea what you're doing against this boss. So I advise being in this enemy's face and dodging its attacks. Oh, I dashed the wrong way. I'm... Okay, well. Fat fingers for the win. This is so annoying. I'm used to doing so much more damage. I guess I should show this dash off. It's super annoying. Okay. You get the Tesla gun here. I will probably use that weapon to meta progress because I think it's easier to clear enemies. I can't believe I forgot to pick up the shotgun. What a doofus. I don't want to be by that guy. Oh my god. What a save. What a reaction. Okay, this is a really annoying combo. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Again, I normally don't play this safe, but trying to unlock things. The next room, got to destroy these heal beacons. It's the same journal every time, really. They're flowers, and they constantly heal the enemies. Like, you can't, like, I don't know if you can burst an enemy. They don't heal themselves, which is great. Not that I know of, at least. Okay, so now it's just a regular level. There's just so much shit going on, and I do so little damage. Shaman does this weird, like, if you ever see him running at you, he does this weird clap attack. Sorry for the ears. I apologize. Couldn't mute my mic in time. Does this weird, like, cone clap attack. It sucks. Just gonna take a quick look. I promise you, I don't know where they're at. I really wish I could get into this shop. Man, if I could get into this shop, I could beat this boss for sure. I don't know if I'm gonna beat this boss, but I'm gonna give it a try. One I remember, there's nothing here. There's that journal that I picked up. I think that's it. I really don't know, actually. Like, I don't know if there's more that I don't know about. But anyway. Water on the outside of the ring is poisonous. Don't touch it. Oh god, of course. Okay, phase 2 down. I promise you this boss is not as easy the first time when you don't know what's going on. The only two bosses that I think like are just cake are the first elite and the first boss. The second elite during the demo was just brutal. Oh, okay, so that's what happens if you get hit by one of those. Oh god. I'm in a bad spot. Are all the frogs dead? I can't see. Ah, that sucks. Oh god. Okay. Boss number 2 down. Womp womp. That sucks. I should have been able to do that. I don't know if there's anything around this area. Like, I haven't bothered to look. But yes, you do jump down the hole. Same old fragments. Nope, I want the health. So several runs in. I don't know if I realized this the first time I got here, but if you look, there's these crystals, and there's a bunch of them. I don't know how many to be exact. 2. And they can be all in these pipes. 3. 4. Then it opens this door. And journal. And disc thrower. Which a lot of people use for runs. Okay. I was hoping I would have made it here with the charm and stand a chance. I don't think this final boss is hard. I think this area is hard. So there's a certain room in this area that gives you the brine canister, brine field. I think that's what it's called. I happened to spawn in it the very first time I got to this area, which that's not where I spawned right now. So anyway, onward. Even with a decent run, I think this area is, I'm not going to say overtuned, but it definitely ramps quickly. Like, if you're behind damage-wise or, like, health-wise, you're going to know here. The fuck was that? Oh. I 1,000,000%. There is no way that I make it past this area. No way. 0. I don't care how. What the? Okay, well, one of the problems with the games. Enemies tend to get stuck in walls or walk through walls. I knew that one was there. Or in this room, in that spot. Man, if I had 2 keys, this run would be just totally different. Okay. Trying to hit him with, I just need to shoot. I need to stop trying to hit him with that. Worry about the big guys like that. Ow. Range. Melee range. OP! Still not the room I was looking for, so yeah. We will continue onward. And this is where I struggle. As soon as you see these bigger enemies, this area sucks. That enemy can definitely summon more ads, by the way. I need to kill it. I'm just going to take this. I'm just going to try to get... If I can get to the elite, I'm going to be super impressed. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I'm already super impressed that I got this far. If you've played this game, like I said, the areas just ramp up so hard. I don't know if they're hard once you make meta progression, but the first couple times they're brutal. And I just need one syringe. Fuck, of course. This is the worst challenge. There's no way. What the fuck? Why is this so easy? I feel like when I do this, currently it's super difficult. Ow. Don't walk in the water. That's what happens when you panic and you just press buttons. Face roll. Oh my god, we're still going. Okay. Give me a chest that gives me a syringe, please. The worst room in this area. Oh, no. This is where the run ends, boys. And girls. You know what I mean. If you jump while you're in flight, it stops all of your momentum. I am dead. No, I'm not dead. Oh my god. What the... I have never encountered that. And I have... I wouldn't be surprised if I had... I don't know. This game came out a couple weeks ago, like full release. I wouldn't be surprised if I had like 50 hours. Oh my god, I'm going to shoot this before I die. Like, I really almost wanted to be like, I have 100 hours in this game already. But that's... Oh. 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 No. No. Okay. Panicked. Anyway. Alright. Well, I died. Putting that light in that gives me this. Projectiles have a 50% chance to explode. Soul fragment. Spawn the turret. Increase status effects. Effectiveness. Tesla gun. Soul fragment. Disc thrower. Deal 30% more damage to the last enemy that killed you. I think that one's terrible. You can see your stats. What killed you. Return to lobby. For the recording at least, because I am streaming at the same time. I'm going to end the recording once I show y'all the unlocks. Um, but oh wow, is this for defeating the second boss? I think this is for defeating the second boss. So once you come in here after defeating the second boss, this room opens and you can get the ancient core. Anyway. Increased weapon damage is probably going to be the first ones that I worry about. And then like to me like this is ginormous. Okay. Tesla. Just a straight electrical beam. This one is a beam, but as you hit the enemy, it like explodes. It charges them. And then this one is like AOE, like it sends a bunch of like streams of the beam out. Not a lot of range. Really good for AOE though. You charge an orb and it shoots out. Well, I say charge orb, but yeah, charges a moving orb that zaps enemies nearby. This one explodes on impact. And it's a big circle that does like a storm of lightning. I think this is the best one. Okay. Turret. I guess I could show these off. I need a target though. This has pretty... I don't know if it has unlimited range, but it definitely has pretty far range. The cube will target what you're remotely looking at. So like if I'm in the middle, I don't know what it's going to target. But this pretty much one-shots all regular enemies on the first area. Except the big guy. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry again. Oh. I guess I didn't show this off. Disc thrower. And then if you right click or alt fire, it explodes. This is exactly what it sounds like. It just does its own thing. But yeah, that was my first run. I'm excited other than that I didn't grab the shotgun for y'all. That makes me highly upset that I forgot about that. But my brain went into autopilot mode and I was just like, oh yeah, I'm, done. So let me just continue on. I will be trying to get episodes out. I don't even know about editing this thing, like, and uploading it. Like, I have to take time to do that. But the streams will be happening as often as I have time. I'm a bowler. I'm going to currently bowl 4 nights a week. I'm going to hate myself. I have kids. Daughter's got like cheer events every Saturday till like November. So that's going to be consuming a lot of my time. But when I can, I am going to make episodes on this account And when I'm done with this recording, I am definitely going to swap accounts if I continue to play. I don't even know if I'm going to continue to play. You're currently watching me look for... I didn't get the unlock for a outfit. And there's definitely an outfit here that you can unlock by getting all of the fissures here. And I'm probably missing one, and it's going to bother me until I find it. So I'm going to give one last look, and then I'll probably end the recording and get off. But hope you enjoy it, and hopefully I will stick to this. I used to stream before Hurricane Harvey, if any of y'all are familiar with that hurricane that came through. I used to stream a lot, and then that happened, and it threw off everything, and building the community back was harder than I thought it would be because I was gone for so long. So at that point, I was just like, I'm over this. Like, so now, depending on how I feel, I stream on YouTube, you stream on Twitch. I'm going to be uploading videos. There's some bowling content on there that I will probably be uploading more of. The only place that I can think of is... It's not here, right? Like, it's not. I got the one here. Right? Oh, there's not one down there. Oh, there's not one up here, I don't think. Got the one here. I don't know if there's one in here. The goal this week is to have this video up Saturday, Sunday. Today's Wednesday. This is actually bothering me that... Oh. When you start the run. And then... Man, that wasn't the last one. What the hell? Now I'm confused. Well, anyway. That's... Oh. Okay, now I really don't know. I don't have it, do I? Yeah, no, I don't. You get... I don't remember which one you get. But anyway. Alright, anyway, everyone. I am calling it a day. Y'all all have a blessed day, and see you next time.